What's up, guys? JV2017 here, and this is day 2 E3 recap of Nintendo's press conference. So, Nintendo's main points were the Zelda 25th anniversary of Zelda, so kind of exciting. They focused on the 3DS. They're really pushing that console hard, that portable device, and innovation. That's always what Nintendo's been about, if you think about it, with their new console that they just talked about. I'll get to that in a second. And their last main point, their fourth main point, was Project Cafe. And I will tell you what the name of the console is. It's already in the title of the video, but yeah. So, first of all, they talked about Zelda Link's Awakening, which will be a downloadable title coming out very soon. Exciting, I guess. I'm not a huge Nintendo fan. Before I start with the rest of this, I'm not a huge Nintendo fan at all, really. I'm not like I hate the Nintendo, but I had a Wii, got rid of it. So, Zelda Ocarina, Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D is a 3DS title that'll be coming fairly quickly. Zelda Four Swords is a 4-player co-op free downloadable title. Notice I said free downloadable title for the 3DS coming fairly quickly. Zelda Skyward Sword, that's like the biggest Zelda game that of the year. That's like the big thing, I guess. And it'll be released this fall on the Wii with the option for a limited edition controller with the game bundled, I believe. Might not be a bundle. I'm not sure. Kind of was fuzzy on that part. Next, Zelda Ocarina of Time soundtrack and the Zelda 25th anniversary soundtrack will be released this year, I believe. And at this point in the conference, they said the new console, they will talk about it today. We already knew they were going to talk about it, but they said it will be next year. So no Project Cafe console in 2011. We'll have to wait till 2012. It's probably going to be early 2012, but we'll see. They didn't even give a release date yet. All right. This is a list of the 3DS games that will be coming out fairly quickly this fall. So, Mario Kart. The main things I noticed: air gliding gameplay. You have air gliders on the back of your karts when you jump off of ramps. Really cool. Underwater gameplay. You go underwater. I don't know if these are new to the franchise. I believe they are. Vehicle customization. You can put on new wheels, different flags on the back, stuff like that. It's very minimal, but it's cool. You know, little stuff for kids. And it will be released this holiday, Mario Kart 3DS. Starfox 64 3D will be released with multiplayer, and the 3DS has a camera, so when you're playing, you get to see the reactions of the people you're playing against because of the camera, if you choose that option. It'll be released this September, so I remember Starfox from Super Smash Bros. Pretty awesome. Super Mario 3D. Mario has a new form he can get. It's like a squirrel. That's the only way I can really describe it. And on the end of the Super Mario icon, at the end of the O in Mario, there's like a little squirrel tail. So that's kind of weird. But he's got this new squirrel form. Also, there's a lot of tightrope gameplay and running away from ghosts and stuff like that. And Bowser! Bowser was you fight Bowser, of course. And this is probably the best looking 3DS game that they showed. And it'll be released this year. Nothing about fall or summer or anything, just this year. Kid Icarus Uprising. Never heard of this game, but I do know who Pit is. If you don't know who Pit is, he's on Super Smash Bros. Also. So it's got multiplayer battles, 3 vs 3, which is really awesome. You can choose your own weapons in that multiplayer, and it'll also release this year. Not a lot of info on that. Then last but not least, Luigi's Mansion 2. Oh my god. I remember Luigi's Mansion. Really fun game from my childhood. And Vacuum! Luigi's Vacuum, and it's got, all new puzzles and several new mansions. Oh boy. So, next, they just basically rapid-fired a bunch of 3DS games to come. So, I'll name the more significant ones, and there were a few more, but I just ignored them. So, Resident Evil Mercenaries 3D, which looks pretty cool. I'm a Resident Evil fan, if you didn't know. Mario and Sonic Olympics 2012 3D, meh. Ace Combat 3D, nice. Tetris 3D, meh. Cave Story 3D, I don't know. Resident Evil Revelations 3D, I think is what it was called. Cool looking. Driver Renegade, that looks cool. Tekken 3D, awesome. And Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater 3D. So that's their 3D lineup, and they also released that they'll be doing 3D classics, and that means like taking really old games. They picked an example called 3D Classics Excite Bike. And Excite Bike is a 27-year-old game. They made that point, and it'll be available on the 3DS in 3D form. So that's cool. And they also had this really weird announcement for Pokemon. Like, I remember Pokemon. Pokedex 3D. And it's this, I think it's like a free service. It might not be free, but all I wrote down was, oh my gosh, more Pokemon decks. They were like, you're going to get so many more Pokédex, it's not even funny. And you'll be able to buy them from the Nintendo eShop, I believe, right now, since it's just been announced. And free decks, oh my gosh, barbecue sauce, OMG BBQ. So, next, Project Cafe. What is it? What's it called? Wii U. Wii U. W-I-I-U. Wii U. So, it sounds even more Japanese than before, the Wii U. Like Ryu or something like that. The controller, and they just showed off the controller. They did not show the actual console. So, basically, the controller has a 6.2-inch screen on the controller. You can play on either the TV or the controller. That's like the selling point. So, for example, they had a demo where this kid was playing on the TV, and the dad comes in. He's like, "Time to watch baseball," and he's like, "Okay." So then he switches from the TV to his controller, and he can play the full game on his controller. Yes, that's where we are at with technology. So, and it's the same game. It's not dumbed down. It's just on a smaller screen in your hands. Keep in mind, this is not a portable console. Please don't think it is. You cannot take this in your car. It has to stay at home. It's a home console. So it's got also the stylus touchscreen for certain games, and it's got that functionality just like the DS. It's got motion control. It's got video calling. It's got a nice camera on there. It's got, transferring from the controller to the TV back and forth. Very cool. It'll be released in 2012, not this year. Have to wait. It's compatible with all Wii games and accessories, including the Wii controller and the nunchucks. Very cool. I just traded in my Wii, but I'm not planning on getting this console unless they really, really impress me with a game. So, also, you will be able to... Wii games are backwards compatible. You can play all Wii's on the Wii games on the Wii U, except they won't be in HD. This console is in HD. Full 1080p. That's what Reggie Fils-Aimé, that's how you say it, I believe. Reggie Fils-Aimé kind of confirmed this. We were talking with G4 that it'll be in 1080p, which is HDMI for you folks that don't speak that language. All right. You'll be able to play also on two screens at once. They had a little technology demo, where someone was throwing stars off, like sliding her fingers off the Wii U controller screen. Keep in mind, like I just said, they only showed off the controller, not the actual console where you put the game in. So they only showed the controller. But you can like slide your fingers off the controller and like throw shooting stars, and they'll translate onto their TV screen. Very cool. All right. They announced Super Smash Bros. So a lot of people were excited about that for the 3DS and the Wii U. And then they listed out a bunch of Wii U launch titles. Here they are. Lego City Stories, which will also be on the 3DS. Darksiders 2, which is a launch title. Dirt, which is a racing game. Aliens, Colonial Marines. Ghost Recon Online. Metro Last Light, which looks the best in my opinion. Tekken, very cool. And a bunch of people freaked out about this. Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. And I just, I didn't play Ninja Gaiden, so I would not know how exciting this is. I think it's appealing more to their hardcore base. And they were all pushing about how they want every single gamer to feel welcome with the Wii U. I'm not feeling welcome. I'm not. This is still freaky deaky technology, and I'm not saying it's terrible, but they're not catching the hardcore fans. They're not. For example, Call of Duty will not play well on the Wii U. That's all I'm going to say. But from the technology, well, actually, I can't say that because it's not like I know. So that was pretty stupid of me to say. But EA also came on the floor at the Nintendo press conference and talked about how football would be amazing. And they hinted at Battlefield 3. I don't know. They might release a Battlefield 3 port to the Wii U in the future, maybe. So hope you guys enjoyed this. So peace.